Vishy, you have won all the formats of the World Championships. Can you please compare those formats to us? And also, if you can tell us why this match is so special?
Yes, I've won all formats, and it's a question of what you want to present to the audience. Do you want something fast? Do you want something at blitz speed? And so on. But I think still both for traditional reasons, historic reasons, the classical match has the most feeling. I mean, it's only when I won the classical match that everyone could acknowledge me as world champion. So that is one thing. The other thing which is very important is you don't just play in a classical world championship. You qualify maybe even a year ahead. And if you take all the earlier, you had a whole circuit, a whole world championship cycle. And if you take all those events, it's a journey of many years, whereas the rapid and blitz events happen in a single day or 2 or 3 days. So I think this title resonates more. And it's special for the same reason. I mean, we're coming out of the pandemic, and we're having a very, very good match between two very exciting players. And I think it'll be a fierce clash of styles. Both of them, I think their technical ability is comparable, but it's a nice contrast. Ding is, I think, more stable. Ian is a bit more unpredictable, but I think that'll be what makes it exciting.
I wanted to ask next question. What is your expectations? If you think that if there is anyone clear leader, or do you think that it will be even match?
I'm leaning slightly towards Ian Nepomniachtchi because I find it impossible to ignore that he's been much more active since 2020. So the last couple of years, he's played in more events. He has these two very impressive candidates' performances. I mean, both his candidate wins were very impressive. Both one round before the end. And whereas Ding, due to circumstances, was forced to be slightly more active. You know, somehow, unless you play in competitions regularly, you forget what that tension is like. I mean, we're not thinking about how good your home preparation is or how you analyze chess. What we're really comparing here is how you play under pressure. And I think I'm sure Ding is aware of this and he has prepared for it, but somehow I feel that I have to give Ian at least 55%.
Thank you for that. Here we have this very interesting question. What is the main difference between Chinese chess school and Russian, also known as Soviet chess school, if we can describe them?
I don't know that there is a Chinese chess school. In fact, there used to be an Asian chess school, not because there was a school, but because Asian players tended to play in a similar way. So I'm talking 50 years back. Asian players were generally not very well prepared, so they were forced to be resourceful. They knew how to fight, they knew how to set traps, they were and tactically very good. I had this style when I was young, most of the thing. Whereas the Soviet chess school was much more organized and trained, and so there was a certain you could make out that okay, this person knows the things he's supposed to know. I think nowadays what we have is just a computer chess school. Everyone tends to have the same ideas, and it's not. I don't see nationality as a big factor. Nationality used to be a factor when people would work together. And therefore, okay, you could say that there was an English chess school which was based on all the open tournaments they would play, or the American chess school, which is very much a Swiss tournament chess school. And then you have the Soviet chess school, which is very very well educated players, and so on. So you could compare it nationally. Now I think it's just a computer chess school and individual styles.
The World Championship matches has this tendency that we have a lot of draws at the beginning, and at some point there are some decisive results. Do you see this kind of continuation in this tournament as well possible?
I always feel that the equilibrium is just waiting to be broken. And since we had two decisive results in 16, 0 decisive results in 18, And to be fair, it was only towards the end, after Ian broke that thing, because for the first half it was looking the same. I'm hoping for one accident. I mean, we're due now for so many years. I'm hoping for one accident, one player falls behind, then the risk level goes up and you get a different dynamic. Let's see. I hope there will be more decisive games this time.
We all hope so too.
Yeah, also because both of them, I think, I think with Magnus, they always wanted to hold back and get settled at the match first. Here, the fight might start much earlier.
Talking about Magnus Carlsen, he refused to defeat the title. Do you think that this is going to change the direction of the World Championship match itself?
The World Championship match is a very long tradition and it's evolved. It'll have to keep evolving. I mean, Magnus's decision is well known enough, but luckily I think both the players here belong on this stage. And that still will ensure a very, very good match. The most important thing in the end has to be chess content. And I think if these two can produce exciting battles, that it'll be fantastic now.
Right, you have been commentating at these high-level tournaments, and do you have this feeling that you maybe want to play instead of them, or perhaps you think to one day come back and compete again on the chessboard?
Where it hits me is sometimes the opening ceremony. I mean, the last two times I went to the opening ceremony and then I could feel this tension in my neck, almost as if, oh, now I get the color and tomorrow I have to play or something like that. Otherwise, it's been a while. I mean, my last match was in 14, so 9 years now. And I don't feel it too much. Of course, when there's a very, very interesting game, you immediately start to put yourself there. Just like in Vaikanse now, I was there, and almost every game I felt that I'm playing myself. For me, the World Championship, whenever I watch two people sitting there, I feel like I should be making some of the moves. But I'm also quite happy to enjoy the event without so much tension.